everyone, this is Kamiko of Wild Flourish, and I wanted to give you a sneak peek to the spring themed haul that we've done for my Waldorf-Inspired preschool homeschool with my 4-year-old son, Koa. And so to begin with, we've got our Around the Day planner opened up to the new page of spring. Obviously at the beginning of March, we're not quite into spring yet, but we're in that kind of transitional phase. So I wanted to show you some of the activities and design elements that we're going to be using to decorate our nature table as we transition to spring. So first up, I picked up a few of these wooden craft slabs. Now you can, paint the surface and hang them up on the wall or something like that. Mainly I'm going to be using them just kind of as a stand for some of our different parts of our nature table, and then I picked up a couple extra because eventually I'm planning on making a tree house because we have some thick sticks we got from one of our park walks, and so I've seen a lot of cute tutorials on Pinterest, so we might be working on that at some point this season. For this first week, our theme is going to be the wind. So we picked up this cute book, Kate Who Tamed the Wind by Liz Garton Scanlon and Lee White. And so it's an introduction as we transition towards, Earth Day and spring, about how wind was a problem and blowing things around. So kind of like the cause and effect of wind. And then this sweet little girl who figures out how to plant some trees. They nurture them, and then as the trees grow, it shows the kind of transitioning effect. And so that's going to go along with some of our spring planting that we'll be doing. So in the dollar section at Target, we also got some of these cute little grow kits for some flowers. We got daisy, poppy, sunflower, petunia, and then also some organic tomatoes. So for this first week of March, the theme is the Mineral Kingdom. So we're going to be focusing a lot on kind of gemstones and the soil, particularly that part of the garden. So as we're sowing our seeds, we'll do some composting and these seed starting. And that's going to go along with our story about planting the trees. Then we're also going to get into more crafting. So we picked up this big pack of peg dolls from Amazon. They were a lot more affordable getting them in a pack this size than, like the $2 or 2 peg doll bags that they have at the craft store, like Michael's and Hobby Lobby. And they have all different sizes. They have the larger adult ones, kind of medium size head, and then these like little baby bunting sized ones. So we're going to use these to make some flower children to go along with another story that we have as we transition to spring. And then I'm also wanting to make our day of the week peg doll so we can start implementing that part of our calendar. Along that theme, we also picked up these wooden eggs that we're going to be using later in the month, and painting these and doing our egg hunt with these, and then we can keep them for next time, and he can also use them in his play kitchen afterwards, so it has more longevity to it rather than those plastic eggs that you use once and then throw away. And these were also in the discount section at Target for $3 each pack, so that's pretty affordable because I've seen them cost a lot more when I was looking at other websites. While I'm on that topic, here are some other cute little wooden dolls that they're having in the dollar section at Target now too. So we just picked up a couple of these, and we actually might even give them a bit of a makeover to be more themed for season. So we might add some little caps to them or maybe adding some like butterfly fairy wings to the ballerina, or, you know, so we'll see what we do with those. But I thought these were super cute, and I'm excited that they're having more wooden toy options at Target now. Oh, and I skipped over this. We also picked up some organic beeswax polish to use on our wooden peg dolls and the eggs, so that way the paint doesn't stain off onto our hands or surfaces. So after we've painted them with our opaque watercolor paints, we'll use this beeswax as a sealant. So we picked up some of that. Speaking of painting, I also ordered on Amazon these Stockmar watercolor paints, so I'm really excited. So far we've just had, you know, kind of the cheaper watercolor paint sets that you just get, you know, at Target or whatever store. So we haven't done the traditional approach of exploring one color at a time and doing more wet on wet watercolor painting. So I'm excited to start implementing that. We're gonna start out, I believe, with some blue, and then bring in, as we're finishing up with winter, and then bring in some yellow and mix them together and see how it makes green. And also for our nature table, I have this yellow coconut wax candle that we had made before. And I love that it's in a triangular 3-pointed jar. It's kind of like the 3 months of spring. So this is going to be on our nature table throughout, even as we transition through April and May. I also have, as we're getting ready for Easter towards the end of the month, have these beautiful painted eggs that I inherited from my grandparents. They got in Europe, and they are just exquisite. They're wooden, and they have these little beautiful egg cups. So we're going to be putting, and they're floral too. So we're going to be putting these on our nature table as well, and bring a bit of ancestral energy to our room. I also have this egg that's made from volcanic glass, and I picked up when I was in Kauai. So I'm going to add this to the table as well, especially during this first week, to bring in that Mineral Kingdom element. We've also got into a lot of needle felting lately. So I had just picked up kind of an intro pack because it was my first time. I just started recently. So I finally got a big thing of white wool to use to shape the figures that we're doing and kind of give them some structure. And then I got this pack of a multitude of colors of wool to then do like the final decorative layers to bring them to life. So I'm excited to have all these options. We've been making several animals lately, and we'll probably needle felt some eggs or some flowers and some figures to go along with our stories. And I also got these sheets that are part wool and they're a blend. I forget what they're mixed with. But it also has a lot of bright colors, and we can use these to make kind of our caps and capes and clothes for our peg dolls. And then I also got from Target this egg-shaped felt stack and these little bunnies, and there's 2 of each color. So these will probably cut up the eggs into a few different patterns, and then we can mix and match, putting these as well have 2, so one of them I'll cut into little stripes and stuff like that, and then we can glue of one color onto the various eggs to kind of make those patterns as well. And then we'll probably put them to string them along to make a garland above our nature table. And then for these rabbits, there's a lot that we could do with them. I'm thinking of actually sewing them together and making little plush bunnies. So we'll see, maybe that could even be some of the Easter gifts that we give in our friends' Easter baskets. And then I think lastly, I've also picked some of these cotton bags, because as we're collecting all these different, you know, the eggs and the peg dolls and stuff like that, it's nice to keep them a bit more organized in our play bins. So I picked up a bunch of these so we can kind of keep our crafts organized. I love that they're reusable. I can use them time and time again as we transition through our crafts. And then also gotta bring some of that life, real energy of spring. So I picked up these clovers from Trader Joe's, and this is a big potted plant, so we'll probably put these on the kitchen table or on his desk. And then these daffodils as well that we put in a green kombucha bottle. And they were closed when we first bought them, so I'm really impressed by how they've sprouted and opened up. They're really beautiful. So we're going to be putting that on our nature table as well. So thank you so much, and we're looking forward to documenting some of our activities as we actually follow through and bring all of these craft materials to life. And I'll also share once we have our final display for our nature table. So thank you so much. We look forward to connecting with you next time. Please, we're new to YouTube, so please like and subscribe and comment down below. We appreciate the feedback and any suggestions of what you'd like to see from us in the future. Happy March!